everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Renew Your Mind podcast. Today we have a very special guest. I know I say that a lot, but today this is a really, really special guest. I wasn't even sure if we're going to get him on, but glory be to God, he agreed. Sometimes just shoot your shot. So
Um,
we have with us Dr. Fatokun Olumide Johnson. So Pastor Fatokun, would you please like to introduce yourself? So you see, I called him Doctor and Pastor. He's a man that wears many hats. So I'll let you introduce yourself, sir.
I'll just give you a simple version of me, where we don't complicate things. My name is Fatokun Olumide Johnson. Um, the young adults call me PFJ, Pastor Fatokun Johnson. I have
PFJ.
30 years experience as a family physician. I've worked globally, worked internationally with US government. I've worked in Canada now 15 years as a family physician. Apart from being a family doctor, family physician, I also serve in different leadership roles, supporting physicians within my community. I
Mm.
serve as a pastor of Place of Rest Parish of the Redeemed Christian Church of God. I serve as the Chief Operating Officer for Young Adult and Singles Ministry in American Continental 1, not Continental 2. That's
Wow.
spanning young adults from Canada, Mexico, and the whole of South America. Other than that, I have a passion in mentoring, mentor young adults, mostly all genders, especially the guys, because it seems we don't have a lot of mentor for the guys. So I create time for them.
Yeah.
They're my
Wow.
parents. I enjoy helping people and find balance between purpose, health, and faith.
Hmm. Yeah, wow, that's amazing. See, highly distinguished gentleman. So we're so this is like it's an honor to have you here, sir. We appreciate it. God bless you.
It's
And
a
of course, he's married to the wonderful Auntie Sade. Give it
Yep.
up.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
father
that's good.
to our budding doctor, Dr. Ikpinu. So
Yep.
glory be to
So,
God. We thank God for that.
yeah.
Sir, one of the reasons why you're here, which you've mentioned a little bit, is that you have a passion for young adults and purpose, and young men, especially mentoring young men. So this episode will be coming out in November because November is Men's Health Awareness Month. So for those who don't know, now you know. And the topic for this episode is As a Man Thinketh. So before we even head into that, one of the things we like to do on the podcast is we like to ask our guests, what is one resource that you are using to renew your mind? So in this current season, what is helping you to renew your mind?
Ah, in this current season, I said one of the things I've been very intentional about renewing my mind has been through reflection and gratitude. Reflection
Hmm.
and gratitude. I've learned that business doesn't equal progress. It's alignment that brings the peace around it. So I take time to slow down,
Yeah.
meditate on scriptures, and journal my reflections as well.
Hmm.
Um, I've been revising verses of the scripture just to remind myself that God's plans are still unfolding.
Yes.
Things might not look very certain, but that posture of gratitude helps me to filter out the noise and stay focused on
Mm-hmm.
what really matters. So over the few journey in my life, I've learned more of gratitude,
Hmm.
more of reflection, more of catching my breath once in a while, and
Yeah.
then keep
No, keep going. Come on. Focus your focus and we keep going. I love it.
exactly. Yep. Yep. Focus on your focus.
Yes, that's right. Okay, so we know that Men's Health Awareness Month is November, and this month was created, or this awareness was something that was used to try and combat and reduce the prevalence of men dying prematurely. So, from your perspective, do you think that a lot of men's health issues are taken seriously or highly publicized? And I guess maybe let me explain why I might be a bit passionate about this because you might think, why are you so bothered about this? Well, for me, I have a lot of men in my family. So obviously, I have my father, I have my brothers. I come from a very male-dominated family. Even the next generation, I have a lot of nephews. Yeah, so my cousins, I have a lot of male cousins. So for me, it's always been something that I've always thought about. And I know with my friends circles, always talk about, oh, the men in our community, they're not this, they're not that. And it got to a point where, like, enough of complaining, there's action points that need to be taken. So we prayed about it and, we're seeing some answers to those prayers. But yet there's still that sense of watch and pray, right? There's prayers and then there's action. So that's why information is important, right? In ensuring that people are exposed to the right kind of information that can help to renew their mind. So you have a kind of understanding as to why am I the one bringing this up? That's the reason. That's my agenda, I guess. So
Yeah.
from your perspective, sir, why do you think a lot of men's health issues might not be taken seriously or not as highly publicized?
Well, uh, that's a deep one. And I think there are a few layers to that. I mean, I come from, like you rightly put it, a male-dominated family. My mother
Mm.
has, she had four guys and a girl. So
Oh
the girl
wow.
came later on after they said no more, and then suddenly she tried to show up, and but she's
Kind of
really,
similar, yeah.
I mean,
Wow.
between me and her is 10 years, and the
Wow.
and the last boy is 6 years because they said,
Oh,
well, enough of the boys and
yeah.
let's just focus on our focus, and then boom, we get
Yep.
started to.
God
Now,
works in mysterious ways.
your observation is correct because over
Hmm.
the years, I mean, WHO came out with statistics recently,
Yeah.
and that the number of male to female in the world is about 1 to 7.
Mm.
That tells you a lot because it has to do with longevity. If you look at
Yeah.
lifespan across the board,
Yeah.
the lifespan in Canada, women lives longer. If you
Yeah.
look at the lifespan in Nigeria or Africa, the women lives longer. And
Yeah.
then you'd be amazed that even though the women lives longer, they seems to carry a lot of responsibility. Why are they not dying quickly? Uh, They have to deliver the baby. The guys don't need to deliver the baby.
Yeah. There's a lot more stress.
They should be more stressed. But
Mm-hmm.
why is it so difficult that is it that they came out from man because they are more refined, their gene is
Hmm.
more refined from the man? Because the Bible
Okay.
said God formed woman from the man. So there is
Yeah.
an improvement on the genome.
Yeah.
Now that's what I
Ooh.
have.
Ooh.
But
Meditate on
not
that.
oh, this one where we did the raw material it was crude. Let's now
Yeah.
fine tune it and then put
Hmm.
it. And so, if you look at it from the perspective of the scripture, you could almost say that this is a final job that God
Hmm.
did to create
Hmm.
woman because she
Hmm.
wasn't formed from the ground. It was formed from already formed material so that
That's
it
right.
bring out a better product. Now,
Hmm.
science bias towards how God give preference to women. So that might be the basis of it. But the other thing, if you go away from the genome or the creation, is cultural conditioning.
Yes.
Cultural conditioning in the sense that many men grew up being told to tough things out. They'll
Yeah.
tell you tough it out, stay
Mm-hmm.
silent,
Hmm.
not to show weakness. That
Yeah.
mindset create a dangerous silence.
Yeah.
That's the mindset.
Yeah.
Like I said, I grew up in a family of four guys.
Mm.
We don't cry.
Hmm.
They say, why you cry? You're a man. You have to put in the back. So men are the way they are culturally conditioned.
Yeah.
They're conditioned to swallow a lot of stuff, don't
Hmm.
express their emotions, don't cave under pressure, be a
Yeah.
man. If
Yeah.
you quit it like men, take the thing. And so you see that cultural thing does not give them room to express so much when it
Yeah.
comes to what is going on in their life. It's going to be very, very difficult unless most of the guys are born overseas or in a
Yeah.
different culture where emotional expressions are allowed. Most
Encouraged.
guys are made to take the tough things and keep going.
Hmm.
That's why, no matter when things are really bad, the
Yeah.
preference of care still goes to women. If there
Yeah.
is a war, they have to
Yeah.
take care of the women and the children and the vulnerable first before they
Yeah.
think of them.
Yeah.
If they have to recruit people to go to war, even though you keep hearing, oh, we are all equal, you're not, we are all equal. When it comes to war, they pack all the men and take them to war and leave the women. I've never seen the women say, oh, we are all equal, we want to go to the war, leave the men at home. No,
Nope.
no. So you see, even though
Hmm.
it's all of us are equal, the truth is that more people are more equal than the others. Because when heavy work is happening, they bring the
Yeah.
men.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
the women get the preference. Men don't get much preference. That's the
Hmm.
truth. The society has done in such a way. The other thing about it that also make that actually shortens men's life is lack of awareness and routine care.
Yes.
Lack of awareness and routine care. Men often wait until there is a crisis before they seek
Yeah.
help.
Yeah.
Preventive health like regular checkups or mental health check-ins isn't a
Yeah.
natural part of how
Hmm.
many men exist. Even me as a physician,
Hmm.
I it is take my wife to sometimes say, have you done your checkup?
Hmm.
And my family doctor will start chasing me around and say, you have not done your checkup this year. Now I'm beginning to be better off. But the truth is that
Hmm.
men don't stop when something is broken down. Reason this. The reason is that every time you engage a man, he wants to solve a problem. If there's no
Yeah.
problem, there's nothing to solve. If I
Yeah.
don't have a medical problem, why do I go to the doctor? There's nothing for the doctor to solve. They
Hmm.
don't tend to focus on the preventive aspect. They
Yeah.
tend to focus on the curative aspect. So they
Yeah.
don't show on something has broken down, on something is bad, or they've
Yeah.
been harboring the symptoms. And they'll be
Yeah.
like, maybe accidentally tell their wives and say, oh, by the way, my
Wait.
left by the way, I can't see clearly with my left eye.
My God.
Since when it's not long ago, it's just about 6 months ago. 6 months!
What?
Exactly. And
Oh
guys
my
are
goodness.
no big deal. Now why are you shouting? Then they will go and check their eye. They find out the left eye is blind already. Because the guy
Wow.
because the guy just
Oh,
said, I'm not seeing clearly after all, I have a second one. And they keep
damn.
seeing the other eye. So you see, so most guys don't access medical checkup unless I used to make a joke in my office, and every time I see a guy said, I want to come for checkup, the
Hmm.
first question I ask them, who sent you? Your mom, your wife, or your girlfriend? And I can tell you it's one of them.
It's one or the other.
One of the other. If it's a guy that is not married, it's the mom or the girlfriend. If it's a guy, he will say, my wife said I must not come back home unless I do my checkup. I've
Wow.
fact, I can say 1% to 2% of the guys I said, I just want to do it for myself. 1 to
Hmm.
2. The rest,
Wow.
their mom,
Yeah.
their wife, or their girlfriends.
Hmm.
So that's another reason men don't, they lack awareness or they
Hmm.
don't like following preventive care. The other
Yeah.
thing that also kills men is emotional isolation.
Hmm.
A lot of men carry pain,
Yeah.
stress, or insecurity privately.
Yeah.
What we don't talk about eventually is then manifest physically. We
Yeah.
need to define strength. I think it's the way the society defines strength. That
Yeah.
strength is not a silent endurance, but
Hmm.
courage to seek help, to speak up,
Exactly.
and to show up
Exactly.
for ourselves and our loved
Yes.
ones. Men
Yes.
are trained to think that if you can carry the pain, if you can keep quiet, you don't.
Hmm.
You you feel insecure, you take it yourself, you focus, then you're a man.
Hmm.
And so by the time a lot of psychosomatic issue, it goes from the psychology and then
Yeah.
manifests physical.
Yeah.
You just see a guy, they say, oh, and he was so healthy, and then
Hmm.
suddenly they say, oh, he just collapsed and he died. But you don't
Wow.
know what the guy has been carrying on privately. So
Yeah.
most
Exactly.
guys don't talk about their problems,
Yeah.
and so they become emotionally isolated. And
Hmm.
emotional issues, stress, and co kills
Yeah.
faster than physical one.
Yeah.
Because you will not see it coming.
Yeah.
Suddenly, he has a chest pain. Suddenly, he has his headache. Suddenly, he can't focus. He's stressed out, and then
Yeah.
boom, it's gone. So I would say those are the three major things: the societal, cultural conditioning, men
Yeah.
don't like preventative things, and the
Yeah.
fact that most guys are emotionally isolated and they carry their burden alone. Even those who are married, because
Mm.
imagine tell your wife, "Oh, I don't have money, and things are really bad." The first thing the woman say, "Ah, what are we going to eat?" Then the guy be like, "Oh God, okay, let me go." So instead of saying things are bad, they will say, "Oh,
Mm.
you know what? Give me some time. I'll see what I can
We
do."
figure it out. Wow.
Or instead of saying, "Look,
Hmm.
sweetheart,
This
things
is the
are
matter
bad.
on
I don't
ground.
know the matter. How do you help me help you?" But
Yeah.
because they are
Hmm.
worried that first the woman will think they are not man enough. Two,
Hmm.
women are very emotional. They will say it.
Yeah.
Once they say it, it's gone from them.
Yeah.
That's what the guy wants to say it. It starts with them.
Wow.
Once you tell the guy, so we are going to starve to death. The woman said
Hey.
it to relieve
Yeah.
us. The man
Yeah.
takes it and say, "Oh God, I can't even cater for my family. Now they're going to
Yeah.
starve to death." Whereas the
Mm.
woman doesn't mean it that way.
Mm.
Those three things kills fasting.
Wow. Wow. That, and it's so, thank you so much for sharing that, sir. It's so interesting because like a few days ago or something, I was seeing this story online about a guy, I guess maybe an online somewhere, where he had shared, they'd asked him about his experience when his wife was pregnant. And
Mm.
I didn't listen to it, but just reading through people's comments, right, they had said that he had shared his honest response, that he felt neglected. He felt like, oh, the focus goes a lot on the woman when she's pregnant, rightly so. But at the same time, it's like he also needs help. He also needs support. He's also here to support his wife, who's checking up on him, kind of thing. And a lot of the comments were like, oh, can you imagine? And it's just like, hey, they asked him a question. He answered honestly. This is what we mean. Like, how do you're supposed to encourage, you're trying to
Yeah,
encourage people to open up. And when they do, you're attacking them.
yeah. That's the challenge of society. I've
God
had
help us.
privileges of counseling couple
Yeah.
when they miscarriage.
Mm.
They're pregnant and they miscarry the baby.
Yeah.
I focus on the man
Mm.
because people don't think they go through anything. It's after all, he didn't carry pregnancy.
Yeah.
It was the period, few of them have had opportunity of some of my mentee, they're getting
Yeah.
married and they go
Yeah.
through challenges. They
Yeah.
might lose their first pregnancy, they might lose their job. So
Yeah.
when we talk, I focus on them because I know emotionally that they don't want to be vulnerable. And
Yeah.
I said, "How are you feeling?"
Mm.
He's actually, then he said, KFG, I'm fine. I said, "No, tell me, how are you
Mm.
feeling?" Then they break down and he said, "It's not been easy. I feel
Mm.
that I failed my wife. I couldn't
Mm.
protect my wife and the unborn child. I
Mm.
feel I lost my capacity as a responsible man to look at, and
Wow.
so I feel incapable." But they can't say it out there because
Yeah.
everybody believes that they shouldn't be going through anything. They're men.
Yeah.
Go
Yeah.
through a lot. So I have to
Mm.
talk to a couple of guys and say, "Look, talk to me." And
Yeah.
for you to get a man to be vulnerable to you yourself, you must be vulnerable. I tell them my fears.
Mm.
I tell them the challenges I go through. I
Yeah.
don't make it too spiritual.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I've gone through life, I see that, man, it's nothing. If you don't say it, it's gonna kill you. I said, "Man, I had this issue." And they were like, "Oh my
Mm.
goodness." I said, "Yeah." They'd be
Yeah.
like, "So you two go through it." And that
Yeah.
way, some vulnerable, they know if anything is happening, they say, "Okay, no, I'm just gonna call PFG. I'm gonna tell him how I feel." And so
Mm.
if you want people to be vulnerable and say how they feel,
Yeah.
you should be a good listener and not be too quick to judge
Mm.
based on what society needs from them. Because if you said, "Oh, people should be sincere with their feeling," then your pastor tells you that sometimes I don't feel like coming to church on Sunday. What goes to your mind as a pastor? You don't want to come to church. Is this one spiritual enough? You see, people are
Yeah.
praying. What kind of pastors are these ones that they are trying to avoid church? Or then he said,
Man,
uh,
please, oh, God, I beg.
uh-huh. And he said, Pastor, I don't feel like praying when they say, eh? If you don't pray, the devil will
Who
make
will
a
pray
problem.
for us?
Who will pray for us? I mean, you'll be amazed that there are
Yeah.
societal expectations and it puts a lot of pressure on people. I mean, I've had people going through medical problems or other issues, and
Hmm.
1 a.m., 2 a.m., they'll call my phone as a
Hmm.
pastor. I pick up my phone, and the first question is, Pastor, you are sleeping. Ah, Pastor, you are sleeping. This problem is big, oh, and you are
I
sleeping.
don't understand.
Exactly. No, I feel like, am I not supposed to sleep?
Yeah,
I'm not God, man. It's only God that has no slumber or sleep.
exactly.
But you see, those are the things that you talk about
Hmm.
expectations and
Yeah.
what the society has brought up,
Hmm.
culture, status has brought up. And
Yeah.
so it affects men. It
Hmm.
affects men.
Wow.
And that's the way they are designed. So it's like that.
Yeah. Wow, man, thank you. That was a good discussion. Okay, so our next question. So the topic, as I said, is as a man
Hmm.
thinketh, and that was inspired. Actually, I think the one what I wanted to title it before was "It's a Man's World," and I was like, oh, I don't know about that. So I was like, let me change it up to "As a Man Thinketh,"
Yeah,
and
it's a
it's
man not need to sound like a music, but no.
oh yeah, 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 that too. Good old
Yeah,
James Brown, that
yeah,
too.
exactly.
But what even
Hmm.
popped in my mind is just because the bug is renewing your mind, and as a
Hmm.
man thinketh, and I started to realize that a lot of men they very deep in their mind they're always thinking a lot, ruminating. That's the word, ruminating on a lot of things that they don't necessarily say out. And obviously that is inspired by a book in scripture, Proverbs 23:7. For it says, "For as he thinks in his heart, so is he. Eat and drink," he says to you, but his heart is not with you. So sometimes the actions and the intentions we do out it can be an indication of what's going on the inside of us, but at the same
Yep.
time, it's not always that, right? So my question to you, sir, is if you could say one thing to young men or even older men out there, just men in general, what
Hmm.
would that one thing be? One thing that's on your heart that you would really desire for all men to know.
Hmm. I'll say this. Your thoughts are seeds. Your
Hmm.
life, your life is the harvest.
Wow. Your thoughts are
Your thoughts are
seed.
seeds.
Your
Your
life
life
is
is the harvest. You see, if a man constantly tells himself he's not enough or that
wow.
no one understands him, that
Yeah.
mindset becomes a wall.
Yeah.
But if he begins to see himself the way God sees him,
Yes.
valuable, capable,
Hmm.
loved, that's when transformation begins.
Man.
So you want to guard your mind, guard your heart.
Hmm.
I tell you in the book of Proverbs 3:6, he said, guard your heart, for out of it are the issues of life.
Yes.
If you
Yes.
feed it with the truth and not
Hmm.
fair, you surround yourself with people and works that builds you
Yeah.
because you meditate or on eventually becomes who you are. What you
Exactly.
meditate on eventually
Yeah.
becomes who you are. Now, it
Hmm.
sounds very simple, very too sweet until you
Mm.
come to it. When I was growing up, I grew up in a very poor setting. I know
Mm.
sounds like cliches, the usual thing, but it's the truth.
Mm.
Whether the rhetorics or not, we grew up. I grew up in Lagos. For those who know Nigeria,
Yeah.
there's some things the places they call face me and face you.
Okay. Yes.
We grew up and we could only afford two face me and face you room. So one room is where the boys sleep. There are four
Yeah.
of us. The other
Wow.
room we went that dance and we sleep on the ground. But there's
Yeah.
something my mother always do. Once in a while we sit us out on the balcony,
Mm.
nothing to say, normally we chat.
Mm-hmm.
And she would say, what do you want to be when you grow up?
Mm.
She tries to say, the more you think about what you want to be.
Yeah.
I said, oh, that I want to travel the world. I want to be a doctor. I
Mm.
want to be
Wow.
My other siblings say I want to be an engineer, a geologist, and things like that. As of the
Mm.
time that she was trying to encourage us to see the future out of nothing,
Yeah.
I didn't have anything. We didn't have anything. We don't have
Mm.
to, we used to go and watch TV in the neighbor.
Yeah.
My parents didn't have car, so I didn't know how to drive, of course. That
Yeah.
I never been to the airport before, talk less of traveling the world.
Wow.
I began to see myself. My mother would line us up, go to church,
Yeah.
and she began to tell us that you can be anything you want to be. You can be
Yeah.
anything you want to be.
Mm.
And as of the time I was talking, I said I'll travel the world. I didn't have a passport, never been to
Mm.
the airport, talk less of going, but she keeps
Mm.
telling you you're going to be great, you're going to do this.
Yeah.
And when we go to church, things like that.
Yeah.
And that's how it happened.
Mm.
All of us, I'm a physician now. My other
Yeah.
sibling, one is a chemical engineer, the other
Come
is a
on.
geologist, the other one is a mechanical engineer. And
Uh-uh.
now, you see what I mean? Your
Yes.
thoughts are
Yes.
seeds, your
Mm.
life is the
It's the
harvest.
best.
So the more, if you surround yourself with people that are very positive and optimistic about the future, it does
Yeah.
not matter how bad things are.
Yes.
The words you say, the word you
Mm.
believe will shape your world. Everything we
Yeah.
see
Mm.
was shaped by the word of God.
Yes.
That was the only time God
Mm.
formed man from the dust was when he was creating man.
Yeah.
The rest, he spoke them into existence.
And it
And
became.
to tell you that everything around have ears to hear, look at when Jesus Christ was talking to the tree. When they say he
Mm.
spoke to the tree, that means the tree has ears to hear.
Yeah.
When he
Wow.
spoke to the storm have ears to hear and they respond to words.
Yeah.
So if everything around you respond to word, your entire journey of life respond to words. And those
Yeah.
words form thoughts in your heart and they
Mm.
become seed that you harvest in your lifetime. So
Wow.
your thoughts, surround yourself with people. I always tell people, some of my pastors have come to, once you say it every day, they will say, oh, it's Pastor Fatokun. I always tell my younger daughter, I say, there's a catch free, I tell, it can only get better.
Hmm.
I say, it can only get better.
It can
And then
only.
the mantra among the young adults, with my pastor colleague, when we are faced with challenge and we come together with my senior pastor, I
Yeah.
say no shaking. He said, why you always say no shaking?
No
I say it's
shaking.
in the book of Psalms. He said, the
Yeah.
Lord is with us and you shall not be shaken.
Come on.
And so every
That's
time
a
when
word.
we meet, they say no shaking. If they say,
No
oh,
shaking.
we have a problem in the zone, the church is having a problem,
Hmm.
they know my answer. I said, no shaking.
No shaking.
And God has helped us because I remember one of the pastors was preaching somewhere. He said, I have a
Yeah.
brother, when things are bad, we say no shaking. And then we don't be shaking. The words you hear, the words people speak to you, the
Yeah.
words you meditate and believe on,
Yeah.
they shape you.
Wow. Yes. Man, that was powerful. Thank you, sir, for sharing that. Okay, so now our next question is one of our last questions, actually. As women in the lives of our men, right? So, how can we best support our fathers, our brothers, husbands, sons, nephews, male friends, male colleagues? What's the best way as women that we can support the men in our lives?
Well, that's a very important question. And I'm
Mm.
glad you asked it. Whether we believe or not, women play a vital role in men's wellness. You know, I made a joke recently, and when I see the guys come to my office for checkup, I
Yeah.
always say, send you here. And they will laugh and they'll be like, okay, it's my mom, or it's my girlfriend, or my wife, or my
Yeah.
sister.
Yeah.
Now, those are very vital to tell you that they know if they don't do it, these women in their life will not stop until they do it.
Harassing. Yep.
Well, you use the word harass, but they subtly prevail over them because you,
Nudge.
yeah, you say, okay, if you don't do this checkup, don't come back to this house. I'm sure
Mm-hmm.
if you shows up at home, you still say, you came back, you didn't do it, okay, tomorrow you must do it. But she
Yes.
just said, don't come back home. He came back, you still accept them. but it's
Yeah.
okay. It's the last time.
Come on now.
Without one of the things I will say over time, and it's just the example you were giving about when you allow men to be vulnerable,
Mm.
is safe space.
Yes.
Create safe spaces where men can speak without being judged or rushed. You
Mm.
give an example when the guy was saying what he was going through when his wife was pregnant, right?
Yeah.
And he
Yeah.
tried to be vulnerable, and then boom, everybody came after him.
Yeah. Mm.
Most of the places you find guys is that they don't feel safe.
Yeah.
You have a friend who's a guy, and you create a safe space for them to be who they are. You don't judge them and you don't
Yeah.
rush them. They will
Yeah.
tell you
Mm. Mm.
they want to be heard too. You all keep saying, "Oh, men don't listen," but men too want to be heard.
Yeah.
Because if
Mm.
I have a partner that is always there, I can talk and talk and talk, and not say, "Oh, I heard you say that before. Why are you repeating things?
Yeah.
You're a man. Why are you being petty?"
Mm.
Most
Mm.
I'll keep it to myself.
Wow.
Write a journal and write journal to the younger self and say, "How are you doing, younger PFJ? What a terrible
Yeah.
you." And then they become introverted because they can't find a safe space
Yeah. Yeah.
to talk. The other things that men likes to be affirmed. Affirm them.
Mm.
Affirmation means more than you realize.
Yeah.
You see, most of the women I've seen thank God for videos and co. You see some women wants to when the husband come from work and say my odogu, hey, and she goes
Eh.
and the guy will be like, oh, what do you want? The guy feels affirmed that oh, she appreciates me, what I've just
Yes.
and then
Definitely.
now realize that the guy wants to do more. When you affirm
Mm-hmm.
a guy, they
Yeah.
don't need much. Most guys don't
Mm.
need
Mm.
affirmation goes a long way.
Yeah.
Affirmation goes a long way. My
Wow.
daughter, when she was still living with us, she's a big girl now.
Yeah.
When we sit down and she wants something, she doesn't ask me directly. She just say,
Mm.
"Ah, Dad, how are you? Your day? Oh, I'm so proud of you. You're working so hard, and I thank you." And we just generally chat. If she needs
Mm.
anything,
Mm-hmm.
anything in this world, she will get it. She always gets it.
Come
Even
on.
when she's not there, I'll be like, "She really like this," and I'll
Mm.
go get it for her and be like, "Dad, I don't need it." I say, "Yeah, maybe down the line." I've had
Wow.
to say, "You need a car." I said, "No, I don't." I said, "You need one."
Yeah.
And then
Wow.
I'll just take her. I'll say, "Let's go out." And I drive
Mm.
her car, drive, and I buy a car. So I don't need
Wow.
it, but you know how to drive. You need a car.
Come on. Yeah.
Now, affirmation is not because you're trying to make their head big, but
Yeah.
affirming that you appreciate the
Appreciating.
role they play in your life, and you
Yes.
affirm them that they're doing a great job.
Exactly.
Most of the time, the men just keep working because they
Mm.
don't feel that they should be affirmed is their responsibility. But
Yeah.
any person, and I'm using the word any person, not necessarily a woman, but a woman especially, and you're in their life and you
Mm.
affirm that
Yeah.
women don't have problem, honestly. Because they don't know where to place their priority. If you
Mm.
affirm a guy, there's nothing you can't get. So
Wow.
all these things you see online that the women say, Maodogu, the
Yeah.
silencer, this
Hey,
one,
Otogo silencer.
the guy will get you anything. Affirmation. Number two is helping them to promote balance.
Mm.
Balance.
Okay.
Remind them that it's okay to rest.
Yeah.
Remind them that it's okay to see a doctor.
Mm.
Remind them that it's okay to slow down.
Yes.
I tell my other pastor colleague that days my wife has come to see that she came back and said, "No, I just discovered a place. They're doing nice pedicure, manicure, and they massage.
Hmm.
You need to give me that. I need to go
Yeah.
do it." Now, she went there, she done it, and she's telling me,
Yeah.
because it's like indirectly, she's telling me, "Oh boy, slow down, go and take care of yourself, go and have
Yes.
pedicure,
On
manicure."
TLC.
Now, I tell someone I'm not a big pastor and say, I do pedicure. They said, what? I said, yeah, I can't come and kill myself now.
Yeah, so I beg you.
I said, I do pedicure, I do manicure.
Yes. It's
They'll be like,
TLC.
they said,
It's
are you for real?
TLC.
But you see, if the women in their life don't promote it and
Hmm.
encourage them to do that, they don't think it's worth
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
If it's
Hmm.
okay, today we're going out, I'm going to do my pedicure, let's go together. And they do his own. That was the first time I did with my wife. She was going
Wow.
to do pedicure, manicure. He said,
Yeah.
come now. People just go and waste time. I said, no, okay, just come. So when we got there, I sat down. They said, okay, can I sit on the couch next to her? So I sat down. They said,
Oh.
it's
Date
do
night.
pedicure. When they start doing my leg, do you know since then? I said, you women, you have to take care of yourself. Because by the time they scrub out all the dead tissue on my leg,
All the dead skin.
I could breathe even through the skin of my
You
leg.
are
I said,
renewed.
I was feeling renewed. I said,
Yes.
since then, I always want to do manicure, pedicure.
Yes.
Now, if you don't introduce
Wow.
them to that,
They will
they
not
don't
know.
just feel like let's keep doing the work.
Hmm.
If every woman they'll do time for pedicure, manicure. We think it's only
Yes.
fashion, but the health component of it, we
Hmm.
don't. Most importantly, though, apart from all this, is to
Yeah.
pray for them and work
Hmm.
along with them.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's not about giving advice; it's about being present,
Hmm.
patient, but
Yeah. Wow. Okay, ladies, we've heard it here. Okay, go make some notes and start practicing some of what we've heard here. So, lastly, sir, we've come to the end of today's episode. If you have any last messages to men out there, just as we are celebrating Men's Health Awareness Month, what do you think, or what would you suggest men should be aware of and mindful of? What should be their mindset in this season?
hmm, absolutely. Let me put it this way, just a brother. This season is a reminder to pause and check in, not just physically, but
Yeah,
mentally and spiritually.
yeah.
Aware of your body. Listen to
Mm,
it. Be mindful of your emotions. Don't bury them.
mm,
And renew your mind daily because
yes,
lasting change begins within. Get
yes.
that checkup, call that friend, take that walk, forgive that hurt. And
Mm,
remember, you are not defined by what broke you,
yes.
but how you rise and build yourself again.
Mm. That's awesome. Mic drop. The end of today's episode. But thank you so much for coming on today, sir. And for all of you that are listening, I hope we have a wonderful month of November. And to all the men out there, please do take some time to pause, reflect, take care of yourself, and know that we're here for you, right? But you have to be there for yourself as well. But we're here for you. All
Yep.
right. Till the next episode. Thank you. Take care. Have a great one. Bye.
Bye.
Mic check 1 2 1 2. Thank you so much for listening to the Renew Your Mind podcast. I hope that this has been enriching and inspiring for you. Just before you head out, I'd like to talk about Woot Woot 4.0. That is the word of our testimony 4.0. So, this is a way that we gather testimonies anonymously from our audience and community members. So, if you would like to submit something, please click the link in the bio and I would love to hear of what God has been doing in your life. Thank you. Have a great one.